There's nothing more difficult or annoying than trying to listen to someone talk whilst also reading at the same time. Our brain just isn't wired to perform those two tasks in unison. Trying to do these two things at once makes us really ineffective at both of those tasks. The problem is we are forced to try and do this by presenters who blast us with bullet point after bullet point after bullet point, whilst also talking and presenting to us as well. So here are some example bullet points I'm going to use in this training. If you have any of your own, maybe from an old presentation, then please feel free to use them. So here you can see I have a standard PowerPoint slide. It doesn't look very interesting at all. Amazingly though, millions of people out there think that it's okay to present this type of thing to their audience members. And that's of course what we're here to tackle right now. So what we're going to do with these bullet points first of all is what I like to call say it, don't spray it. So obviously you are going to be presenting these facts and figures and these statements, and you're going to be saying a lot of the words that are here. People don't have to also read those words in order to understand them. So we're going to decide which of the key words we can keep in the presentation and which we can take out. So which are we actually going to say and which are we going to present or spray, I suppose, onto our presentation. So the very first bullet point here is our annual turnover is 50 million. Well, we don't need the word are in there because if you're presenting to an audience, they're going to know that you're talking about you and your business. So we don't need that there. We also don't need the word is because it's obvious that we're talking about this 50 million here. And obviously we're going to visualize this a lot better as we go through the training as well. The next bullet point down is we have offices in 12 global locations. Again, we don't need to have the words we and have because everybody knows who we're talking about. Let's also get rid of, we could potentially get rid of the word in. We'll just see how that looks when we start to visualize this a lot more. And then the next bullet point is we employ nearly 6,000 staff members. So again, don't need the word we. I would definitely get rid of the word nearly. Kind of makes you sound as though you're unsure on your number of staff members. So we'll leave that one as it is. As we go through the training into the next stage of this and we start to visualize and use those icons, we may decide to remove even more words from this. So initially we're just getting rid of those words that we definitely do not want our audience to waste time reading on the screen. So the final one is customer satisfaction has risen 25% in the last 3 years. That's quite wordy. So we'll leave customer satisfaction in. We definitely don't need the word has. We'll leave risen in there for now, although I'm pretty sure we can visualize that with a simple arrow going up. So we'll see how we get on a bit later on. And then in the last 3 years, we could probably get rid of that as well. So let's just delete those. There we go. Now, as you do this with your own bullet points, you might feel a little uncomfortable, mainly because what you see on the screen now doesn't quite make sense when you read it out. But that's okay, because remember, as the presenter, you're going to be filling in the gaps, and we're also going to add those really nice icons into these bullet points to make them much more easy for your audience to digest in a visual way rather than reading everything that's on the screen. So if you're looking at this now, feeling a little bit uncomfortable, it doesn't quite make sense, don't worry. The next step is to take this to the next level and make it nice and visual. So let's move on to that next video right now.